get set for the best of flashbacks of high school football. The 2017 Apple Valley Sun Devils have officially entered the hallowed archives of gridiron milestones, becoming the first undefeated team in school history. The 42-7 victory over Hesperia gives the Sun Devils their first Mojave River League football championship in the process, their first league crown in 32 years. Jeff Widener and Keshawn Griffin collaborate on 3 touchdown passes, scoring plays of 4, 7, and 30 yards. Keshawn Griffin finishes regular season play with 9 TD receptions and 15 touchdowns overall, the team's leading scorer. For Jeff Widener, 5 scoring passes on the night, including this toss to the wide-open Chad Smith and what turns into a 64-yard touchdown. This puts the Sun Devils up 21-7 with 46 seconds to go before halftime. 18 seconds later, a Widener to Griffin TD pass makes it 28-7 at the intermission. That is thanks to this special teams highlight. The Sun Devils recover the Scorpions' fumble on the ensuing kickoff. Special teams play, a huge contributor to the program's unprecedented success this season. Reference the blocked punt on the first play of this highlights reel and Jacob C's recovery for a touchdown. Most of Apple Valley's offensive heroes in skill positions get into the scoring act. Donovan Ferguson, the team's leading ground gainer on the year, adds this 2-point conversion following the Sun Devils' 3rd touchdown. Donovan Ferguson, like Jeff Widener, Chad Smith, Xander Witt, a junior. Jeff Widener's touchdown pass to Xander Witt opens the scoring, the play covering 28 yards, 26 touchdown passes for Jeff Widener on the year. Coach Matt Rohrbaugh's Sun Devils enter the postseason the #1 team in CIF Division 10 rankings, adding to their landmark season. This is the first Apple Valley team ever ranked #1 in their CIF division. One of Jeff Widener's traits and characteristics, talents if you will, is his uncanny ability to convert possessions with time running out into scoring drives. The 64-yard Jeff Widener to Chad Smith scoring play. It's the 7th touchdown reception of the year for Chad Smith, who is named Offensive Player of the Game by his coaches. 1 week earlier, Apple Valley had put Sultana away with 2 quick touchdowns early in the second half. This night, the Sun Devils put the Scorpions away with 2 touchdowns in a span of 18 seconds late in the first half. The 7-yard pitch to Keshawn Griffin. We mentioned 26 touchdown passes so far this season for Jeff Widener. The career touchdown passes record is 35, set by Ben Quiroz. One career record broken this season is that for tackles. Seth Baker has surpassed the previous mark of 245, set by Mason Kelly in his 4-year career. The Sun Devils' final touchdown comes on Don Ferguson's block of the Scorpions' punt. Jacob C., 42, with the recovery in the end zone. Next challenge for the Sun Devils, CIF playoffs. Apple Valley has never advanced past the second round in program history. From this video journalist's vantage point, the victory is essential, which becomes obvious if Apple Valley is to fulfill the objectives of its season mantra, finish. And finish comments from 9 Sun Devils will be a big part of the Video Sports preview of Apple Valley's playoff Game 2. Meanwhile, back to highlights from what many are saying is the wildest, craziest, most exciting Apple Valley victory of the Matt Rohrbaugh era. Officiating in a CIF playoff game differs from regular season play, it seems. We've seen this legitimate hit by DJ Blocker ruled leading with the helmet, a call that keeps the opening Diamond Ranch drive alive. Both teams commit unforced penalties coaches would hope would not be committed this late in the season. The visiting Panthers overcoming 2 major penalties on their opening drive. Sun Devils tacklers here include 52 sophomore Dakota Alvarez and 10 senior Chad Smith, who is in on a season-high 10 tackles this game. The 6-foot, 220-pound Dakota Alvarez applies the pass rush on this Panthers completion. Again, Dakota Alvarez, a sophomore. Diamond Ranch sustains their inaugural drive, keeping the ball for 6.5 minutes to start the game and scoring first on the 14-yard touchdown pass. Apple Valley's first possession, Jeff Widener to Chad Smith, 31 yards into Panthers territory. First of 6 receptions for Chad Smith this night. He accumulates 111 yards receiving. Jeff Widener to Tyron Smith, who breaks a tackle and carries to the 14. Gain of 37 for the 6-foot, 170-pound sophomore wide receiver. This is 3rd and 7 at the 11. Jeff Widener, play action to Jeremy Justice II, 6'3", 185-pound junior and two-way starter, first down at the 4. Jeff Widener's 6th rushing touchdown of the season comes on the next play. This is the true dual threat posed by the 6'2", 200-pound senior quarterback. The touchdown ends the 80-yard drive and pulls the teams even at 6. 2.5 minutes remain in the first quarter. Diamond Ranch regains the lead on a 70-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Apple Valley responds with an outstanding kick return by the super sophomore Tyron Smith. Early blocks from Derek Rios and Sam Jang. Ethan Peratt at midfield, 68 yards on the run back, and the Sun Devils are back in the red zone. Huge game for Ty Smith, who will be named Special Teams Player of the Game by the Sun Devils coaching staff. From the 8, Kenyard Edwards Jr. gets wide, spins through a would-be tackler's grasp at the goal line into the end zone, standing up. 5th rushing touchdown on the year for the 5'9", 165-pound junior, who averages 9+ yards a carry. I want to insert this Kenyard Edwards carry later in the game, showing his speed, strength, balance, and determination, factors contributing to his 9 yards per carry average. The first quarter ends on this Gabe Soddy Jr. sack. The returning All-MRL senior lineman lists at 6'1", 255. 8 tackles for a loss on the season for the two-way starter. Those speaking to the excitement and anxiety created by this contest have so many plays fueling their reaction. Good example here, we are early in the second quarter. Or how about this play? The Sun Devils catch a break when it is David Blocker Jr. winning the fight for the ball, and Apple Valley retains possession. Another of the oh-so-very exciting isolated plays, David Blocker Jr.'s 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th extra effort attempt come up with this long pass attempt. The senior, David Blocker Jr., makes the catch on this shorter completion later in the game. DJ Blocker, 5'8", 165-pound, two-way starter. Watch 42, Jesse Griggs. First half defensive highlights include this Jesse Griggs tackle for a loss. Dakota Alvarez also in on the play. The teams exchange second quarter touchdowns. Diamond Ranch taking an 8-point lead on the 11-yard run. This makes it 20-12. We are midway through quarter number 2. This 24-yard completion, Jeff Widener to Xander Witt, gives the Sun Devils a first down at the 20. Next play is the one Noah Renteria takes and carries to the 1. From this angle, it certainly looks like Noah Renteria dives into the end zone, unless the ruling is he steps out of bounds at the 1 before launching his dive. Regardless, the Jeff Widener 1-yard sneak on the next play gives Apple Valley touchdown number 3 and pulls the Sun Devils back within 2, 20-18. A 45-yard Diamond Ranch field goal gives the Panthers the 23-18 halftime lead. The third quarter will belong to the visiting Panthers. Despite individual outstanding defensive plays like this one from Chad Smith, Diamond Ranch will score 10 unanswered points to take a 33-18 lead and appear to be taking control of the ball game. This Jeff Widener to Chad Smith reception begins the next Sun Devils scoring drive, good for 20 yards. Then Jeff Widener to Ty Smith. Jeff Widener completes 15 passes this night for 275 yards. Then, the dual threat at his best. The 2nd and 12 from the 33 revives Sun Devils' hopes and momentum. We can clearly see the confidence and focus in Jeff Widener's demeanor in the post-game interview. What made the difference?
What made the difference in this game tonight?
I think it was focus during the week, and who wanted it more.
The Mackenzie Lopez extra point kick is good. Sun Devils within 8, 33-25. The point after touchdown kick, the first in Mackenzie Lopez's back-to-back moments to shine. The onside kick attempt, excellent execution. Ethan Peratt with the hit, and it is fellow sophomore Jake Soria, 47, cradling the ball. Singularly, one of the most exciting plays of the night. From the 48, Jeff Widener to David Blocker Jr. Then the throwback to Chad Smith to the 21 on the final play of the third quarter. The almost obligatory illegal substitution penalty moves it back to the 26. Xander Witt, quick slant, then straight to the end zone, and the Sun Devils close the gap to 2, 33-31. 17th touchdown reception for Xander Witt, keeping him number 1 in the state in TD catches. For Jeff Widener, his 48th touchdown pass. Go for another onside kick attempt or no? Kickoff coverage demonstrates Apple Valley's heightened intensity. 34, Brandon Pedroza. 4 is Christian Mercado, leading the team tackle. The Panthers' starting quarterback is sidelined with an elbow injury. The Sun Devils step up their defensive pressure. Jeff Widener in at linebacker, 9, along with Sam Jang, 11, the tackle for a loss. The Sun Devils' comeback does not come without a hitch. The excellent play defensively by the Panthers' cornerback is only the 3rd interception of a Jeff Widener pass this season. It puts the Sun Devils back on the defensive with 6.5 minutes remaining. Diamond Ranch still leading 33-31. As if to atone, Jeff Widener tackle for a loss on the Panthers' first play. Jeff Widener, first contact, bringing up 3rd and long for Diamond Ranch. Same result for the Panthers on the 3rd down play. The Sun Devils force a 3 and out. Xander Witt one-hops the Panthers' punt, cuts back to the middle, and almost breaks it all the way, returning it to the 30. But the return is called back due to an illegal block. All the way back. From the 36, Xander Witt almost breaks it again. The completion to the Panthers' 28. A quick strike for the go-ahead touchdown would be nice, but the time-consuming rushing plays would be even better. Can the offensive line clear the way? Noah Renteria, gain of 4 on first down, behind the likes of 55, Gary Rehack, 66, Derek Cox, 72, Colin Mayo. Noah Renteria, straight up the middle. May not look like much, but it is 4 more, bringing up 3rd and 2 at the 20. Noah Renteria starts to his right, cuts off the block, and it is going to be close. No measurement required, though. First down, Sun Devils. 2nd and 10 from the 17. Noah Renteria this way, fighting his way down to the 3. But it will come down to a 4th and 6, backed up to the 12, and this one play. The Sun Devils Brain Trust calls timeout. Just under 2 minutes remain. What will be the call? Jeff Widener, snap decision on the snap of the ball. Force a throw or keep. 12 giant strides, a cut down the sidelines, and a leap for the first down marker. The reaction tells the story.
All right, man, it's just who wanted it more. I think I wanted it more, though.
2 plays later, from the 5, Noah Renteria into the end zone. The go-ahead touchdown, essentially sending the Sun Devils to round 2 and sending Diamond Ranch home. Noah Renteria is honored as Offensive Player of the Game by his coaches. Still, the points after touchdown attempt, 2 points, puts Apple Valley up by 6. The misdirect, Jeremy Justice on the end around, and there's no getting around it. The Sun Devils go up 39-33. Diamond Ranch, their final possession. Jeff Widener, the sack of the quarterback. One of 3 solo tackles for Jeff Widener. In on 7 tackles in all, he will be named Apple Valley Player of the Game. On defense, the Panthers, no timeouts left. Time for one final play. The pass is overthrown. Zanderwitt gets a hand on it. It falls incomplete. And it is time for the Sun Devils to high-five and celebrate. The final, Apple Valley 39, Diamond Ranch 33. Apple Valley explodes for 28 points in the second quarter against Oak Hills, and the Sun Devils defense takes care of business in the second half in the showdown for the second guaranteed CIF playoff berth in the Mojave River League. Defensive standouts double in turning in impact plays on offense in Midway's big plays, sound bites, and action highlights from the Sun Devils versus Bulldogs shootout. Season tackles leaders Sam Jang and Jeremy Justice II both catch touchdown passes.
Jeremy, what did you like best about this W tonight?
That's how we overcame adversity. You know, we've been working hard all week, grinding in the weight room, grinding on the field, and it finally amounted on the field, and we just played our best, and I'm proud of everyone on the field and all my brothers. They did amazing, you know. I'm just thankful, you know, God really blessed us tonight. Very thankful for that.
It's a hard-hitting game. What did you like best about the way the team played?
Just the way that we played. You know, we played as a unit, played as a team, played as brothers. We came into this game, you know, just thinking about just getting this dub, just beating them, you know. But they all love out here, you know.
And while big plays on offense steal the spotlight when it comes to turning points on this very cold night at Newton T. Bass Stadium, the stellar Sun Devils defense exhibits a dramatic third-quarter goal line stand that rivals the offensive accomplishments in impact. As for Midway's big plays leading big playmaker, it is, once again, quarterback Jaden Max Denegal, who throws 4 scoring passes, all in the first half. The sophomore sensation runs his season TD passes total to 33. The Sun Devils take advantage of excellent field position in the early going, scoring their first 2 touchdowns on drives that begin in Oak Hills territory. Kenyon Edwards Jr. carries on the first down play of the Sun Devils' first scoring drive, a possession beginning on the Oak Hills 44, following a short Bulldogs punt. Watch for Bulldog tackler number 84, Martin Ramirez. He intercepts the airborne Kenyon Edwards in midair, holding the gain to 1 yard on this 2nd and 4. On 3rd and 3 from the 35, the Oak Hills defensive line stops the ball carrier for no gain. 50 is 265-pound Cyrus Fidavali, 22 Raymond Iglesias, big number 76, 304-pound Chris Torres. Clutch 4th down conversions keep Sun Devils drives alive 4 times this night. The Jaden Max Denegal completion to Jacob Soria on 4th and 3 gives Apple Valley a first down at the 26. 2 plays later, this is how the Sun Devils come out following a Bulldogs timeout. It's 2nd and 5 at the 21. The center is Alfredo Garabay III, 53. Left guard James Reed, 57. Left tackle Dakota Alvarez, 52. All underclassmen. J. Max Denegal rolls left, then throws back to Tyron Smith. Coming across the middle, he's gotten past his defender, the 6'1", 180-pound junior, Tyron Smith, his 16th touchdown reception of the season. It's J. Max Denegal's 30th TD pass. 6-0 Sun Devils, 7 minutes in. Oak Hills responds. Junior running back Chase Blue cuts off Cyrus Fidavali's block and sprints 31 yards to the end zone. Chase Blue's 3rd touchdown of the year caps a well-executed 6-play drive, all running plays. Bryant Sheffield's extra point is good, and the Bulldogs take the lead 7-6 with but 23 seconds remaining in the first quarter. J. Max Denegal's 2nd scoring pass puts the Sun Devils back out in front. It comes on this 12-yard reception. The roll to the left and strike to Sam Jang. 12-7 Sun Devils, who misfired on their first point-after-touchdown try. A little razzle-dazzle on the 2-point conversion. Kenyon Edwards takes the handoff, then hands off to Jeremy Justice II on the end around. The 6'3", 190-pound senior diving in for the 2-point conversion. One of Daily Press photographer Robert Nahara's superb images capturing the play. 14-7 Sun Devils, 2 minutes and 20 seconds into the second quarter. Oak Hills comes right back, quickly, matter of fact. Latavian Lispcomb gets outside and down the far sidelines, 60 yards. The junior quarterback's 8th rushing touchdown on the year. Latavian Lispcomb is the team's leading ground gainer and leading scorer. The 2-play drive pulls the teams even at 14, 3 minutes into the second quarter. Apple Valley goes ahead to stay on the 6-yard scoring pass. J-Max Denigal to Tyron Smith. It comes at the midway mark of the second quarter. Sean Owings' kick makes it 21-14. J-Max Denigal makes it look easy on this scoring pass to Kenyon Edwards Jr., the High Desert's leading scorer. Kenyon Edwards takes the short toss and goes in standing up for his 19th touchdown and second as a receiver. Apple Valley has a 2-touchdown lead, 28-14, with just over 2 minutes to go before halftime. What transpires in the next 8 seconds of playing time is the deciding series of events on this night. Kicker Sean Owens recovers his onside kick. Apple Valley ball at the 47. J-Max Denigal pitches to Ethan Peratt, who slings it to a wide-open Jeremy Justice II, the 3rd pass thrown on the year by the former freshman team and JV quarterback Ethan Peratt. He's 3 for 3, and 2 have gone for touchdowns. 4th TD reception for Jeremy Justice. The Sun Devils have their 5th scoring pass of the first half and a 35-14 lead at the intermission. Oak Hills threatens to score on their first possession of the second half. The Bulldogs have 1st and goal at the 10. Chase Blue plows his way to the 3. 2nd and goal. Jacob Soria, 47, and Ethan Peratt, 15, slice and dice the ball carrier for a loss back to the 5. Jacob Soria, 6'190", Ethan Peratt, 6'180", both are juniors. 3rd and goal. Strong safety Jeremy Justice blitzes and drops the ball carrier for a loss back to the 6. On 4th down, the quarterback option is met by Marcus Cato's hard tackle, and the Sun Devils take over on downs. Marcus Cato, 7, a junior cornerback. The Bulldogs get it right back on the Benjamin Norvell interception. Run back yardage offset by a clipping penalty. Benjamin Norvell, 5'8", 150-pound junior. Oak Hills is about to demonstrate their Bulldog tenacity by overcoming the penalty that had backed them up to the 25. It takes but 4 plays for Oak Hills to cover the 25 yards, scoring on Latavian Lispcomb's 3-yard touchdown to junior Jalon Richardson, and the Bulldogs cut the deficit to 35-21. Apple Valley keeps their ensuing possession going with another 4th down conversion, a high-risk factor involved. It's 4th and 6 at the 46. The J-Max Denigal completion to Tyron Smith ends the 3rd quarter with a Sun Devils 1st down at the 23. Oak Hill's leading tackler on the year is Raymond Iglesias, 22. He's a sophomore. He is in on the tackle on Apple Valley's 2nd and 5 from the 18. Stephen Wright picks up 7 for the 1st down. Stephen Wright, 5'7", 170-pound junior running back. The Bulldogs in dire need of a goal line stand. 42 among the tacklers is sophomore free safety David Cardiel II. Watch Noah Lopez, 25, another sophomore. And 50, Cyrus Fidavali. Leading tacklers on this play. Cyrus Fidavali is a senior. He is listed at 6 foot 265. Apple Valley finally pushes it across on the 4th and goal from the 1. Sophomore Isaac Marine Lorena scoring the 2nd touchdown that counts of his sophomore season. It puts the Sun Devils back up by 3 touchdowns. Highlights the rest of the way are led by outstanding defensive plays. Noah Lopez with the interception of the J-Max Denigal pass. This is in the 4th quarter. For the Sun Devils, Sam Jang, the hard tackle here. He averages 11 tackles a game coming in. Among the heirs apparent to Sam Jang's status among the hardest-hitting Sun Devils is sophomore Gavin Hambrick, 10. He is 6'1", 200. Watch 55. Here, this is 6'5", 290-pound freshman Raymond Polito assisting Jacob Soria on this tackle. The final Oak Hills possession ends with Tyron Smith's emphatic tackle punctuating Apple Valley's strong defensive efforts the second half.
Fast forward flashbacks to 2024. Shutouts prevail in the final round of regular season games for MRL and DSL teams. All three Mojave River League winners blanked their opponents. And in the DSL matchup for second place, the Victor Valley Jackrabbits edged Silverado, blanking the Hawks 7-0, while Barstow runs the table against DSL opponents. Oak Hills took their version of running the table quite farther. The Bulldogs go undefeated in regular season play a second year in a row. In fact, Coach Robert Metzger has not lost a league game in his 4 seasons leading the Bulldogs. The 49-0 shutout at Burroughs, the 20th consecutive victory in league play. 7 Bulldogs scored, led by Carson Cox, whose 223 yards on the night included touchdowns from 75, 20, and 17 yards. Jacob Webster connected with LaMason Waller on a 40-yard scoring play. Sophomore running backs Roy Alton Allen and Carlos Dews rushed for touchdowns, and awesome O-lineman Joseph James recovered a fumble in the end zone for the other TD. 5 Sun Devils ran for touchdowns in Apple Valley's victory at Serrano, beginning with quarterback Jacob Higgs. Taylon Lively, Jacob Cabrera, Johnny Cisneros, and Lorenzo Johnson followed with touchdowns as Coach Robert Maris's Sun Devils registered their second straight shutout, winning the showdown with the Diamondbacks for second place in the MRL. Casey Mahalchek's D-backs finished regular season play at 6-3 and entered the postseason, the third team representing the MRL. Hesperia held Sultana scoreless in the 21st crosstown rivalry key game. Zamar Malvo ran for a touchdown and caught one of 2 scoring passes from freshman quarterback Xavier Murgo. Nathan Rodriguez, the other touchdown reception. Devin Watson's touchdown pass to Daniel Cerna opened the scoring for Casey Goodnow's Scorpions, who finished 4-6 on the year, 2-3 in league play. The Desert Sky League games were close encounters. Clay Lilamina's Aztecs escaped with the 34-28 road win over Granite Hills. It was a fight to the finish against the underdog Cougars. Nicholas Goa rushed for 4 touchdowns, and Dwayne Williams' pass to Gavin Hall accounted for the Aztecs' touchdowns. Granite Hills' touchdowns came from Amir Sneed, one rushing, the other a scoring pass to Braylon Salazar, who also rushed for a touchdown. Roberto Sanchez scored the final touchdown for Alex Gonzalez's Cougars. Robert Kistner's Jackrabbits scored the game-deciding touchdown on a long second-quarter pass play from Robert Middlebrooks to Xavier Matthews. Kieron Jones's 5-5 Hawks have to hope to be a wild card selection, as the 5-member DSL is only guaranteed 2 playoff berths. This edition of the Best of High School Football Flashbacks is brought to you by We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery designs. We Got 'em, official CIF-sanctioned Chanel patches for varsity jackets. We Got 'em Tees, 2 locations, Apple Valley and Upland. Oh yeah, We Got 'em Tees.
Go!
Bid fast and last. Liquidation of government entities, vehicles, firearms, estates, antiques, fine jewelry, coins, magazines, and more. Bid online at bidfastandlast.com.
Ready to kick tires, start fires, kick ass, take names, and rock and roll.
Your way, Internet.
Valu Quality Truck Bodies. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide.
And by
The Holiday Inn in Victorville, the Holiday Inn, Conference and Convention Center for the High Desert, and destination of choice of visitors and travelers to the Victor Valley.
Thank you for being with us on this special edition of your High Desert Sports Report